Welcome to another video in the journey to 1500 ELO. My name is Ink. This is where I post interesting videos and games that I come across as I continue to learn Catan. So getting right into it, I'm going second. Not too bad. I kind of despise going first. Let's look on the board. So typically the first thing I look for is, what's low resource. Wheat looks fine, sheep looks okay. The ore is kind of low, but it's right in the middle of the map. Is it necessary to grab the ore immediately? I don't know. It looks like there's tons of options. Well, there's not too many options for the ore. I can get the double ore, or I can get the 9411 ore. Currently looking at this spot right here, looking around, there's a 1059 that gets me a road, building potential, but I don't know if I want to play that type of game, because I could take this, then I could take this later, but that won't work out. Someone will take one of those spots. I could also get the wheat. So yeah, I think if I secure this, and then I have a lot of options to get wheat later, I can go here, and then I can come up to here if I have to. I can come down here, I can come up here, down here, even down here is not too bad. So I think I want to secure this ore and the sheep. I don't think getting anything else is really worth it. Do I instead get the clay instead of the double ore? No, because then I leave it open for someone else to take. But maybe this spot is a lot better. I secure the wheat and the clay and this, so I need to get some sheep and logs, which, they're kind of everywhere on the map. Okay, I am RNG lucky that my road got placed there, because that's where I wanted to put it. Yeah, I always forget about how short this timer can be. But yeah, like building your road to a desert or towards the coast of the map, generally a pretty good idea. I don't see anyone building on here or here. There's other spots you could build unless they're super desperate for the wheat, but they should build up here instead of here anyways. So orange is going to take the typical high resource location. Not too bad. Like, he's third place, so maybe he sees something that he's blocking from the fourth player to take. But I don't quite see it. Both of them are going to need sheep and ore, so I've left this open. So one of them should be taking this 10, 11, 9. It really pairs well with well, it doesn't really pair well with red, but with orange, it's a pretty good combination to do this. So I think it's a bit of a blunder from red to not take this, then find somewhere on the map that pairs well with this. I mean, even this 10, 9, 10, 11, like that, even that works out too. I'm glad he took that. If orange had taken this 9, 10, 11, I would have been very afraid for this game. But I think like once red, if he can expand to here, he gets a city or a city, he'll be in a pretty good spot. And now for orange, he needs ore, but he's kind of missed out on that boat. He needs sheep and ore. He could go here, but then he's all out of whack. And the 2 ore is pretty dismal. So he might have to forego ore and look just for something that's strong on its own with like a port. So if he doubles up on logs, he could go here and find his way to the log port, but that's, I think, too far away. So I think orange is in a bit of a pickle here. Like, I think going anywhere on this side of the board is pretty bad for him, and he will end up going here. So he'll get 3 wheat. There's no wheat port anywhere, and he leaves the best spot for me open, where I get more ore. I get a 6 and 9. I don't think this 3 sheep really helps me. Okay, so between these 2 spots, it's pretty much where can I expand more easily. And I'm not the last player to go. Gray still needs to go, and he needs wheat bad. Wheat and clay. So he's kind of screwed. If I build down here, will he double up on this port? No, that would be very bad for him. So I think I have the ability to build here first and then build to the 3-for-1 ore port. I think that would be more ideal. I would be very surprised if Gray, you know, built here or anywhere over here. He's, I don't know. And then the other thing I didn't mention is the 9-3 works out pretty well. Okay, so Gray's just going to pair up his 8s. 8 log, 8 clay. Try and get onto that log port. Maybe... Oh, he can't get the clay port, so I kind of blocked him on that. So that's pretty good. That's an 8. So there's lots of clay out there. Does anyone need sheep for clay? You know what? Orange might. Nope. Okay. So red also doesn't have log, and he's got nowhere to get log from. He has to compete against gray to build up to this corner. So red's not gonna have log. Not a big deal. You know, he's gonna play the dev card game. He's gonna go for knights. Orange, you know, he's got more. I don't know quite exactly what orange is going to do without ore. He's gonna have to get this port. He's gonna have like 5 settlements, and all those settlements are gonna have different numbers and high returns. He's gonna have crazy trades and trade in with the banks. Gonna be a very hard game for orange. Gray has no wheat, and as we like to say, wheat means no wheat means defeat. I mean, I understand the reasoning behind this play, where, you know, if you can't get wheat or you can't get a resource that you need, then just go somewhere that, you know, backs up the synergy with what you already have, and then, you know, the port itself, the log port. Now that's very beneficial. And look at Gray already, he's got 3 settlements down. 12 is rolled, can't do anything with that. I'm going to trade all my sheep for a clay. So although I have all 5 resources and I'm playing a balanced game, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get cities with this 11 and 2. I might have to do another longest road dev card kind of play. Right, 7 coming out. So it's red. He's going to steal from gray. Red needs logs, but gray doesn't have any cards. So I wonder if he actually didn't look at that, or if he's just trying to slow gray down. And I think slowing gray down is the best way is to block one of these 8s. Because you completely put him off Kinker there. I think the 8 clay would be better because he's already got 2 settlements on there, but that's where red is, so orange and I will have to deal with that. So everyone seems to be targeting gray. Red's going to lose 4 cards, and they haven't built any roads, so I feel no obligation to contest them. Orange has 6 cards, and they're about to build a settlement. It might be worth to go after orange, but I think gray I need a card. That's actually the good point, is gray doesn't have any cards right now, but if an 8 gets ruled, he gets a road. It's very risky to leave that open, and if I go after gray, can I get gray and sorry, can I get orange and gray at the same time? No. I think I'll just do this and steal from red. The early game power that gray has with those 8s, very crazy. We're gonna see if orange follows suit and will block that 8, or if he'll go after maybe red or myself. The robber is like a pretty good way to steal and to get a card and, you know, make a play. And, you know, orange probably does have a lot of wheat or something in his hand, but, you know, gray, nothing being on gray and stopping him from getting a road with an 8 this early on, I think it gives him way too much power. steal some red. So far I've gone unscathed in the early robber attacks. Always good. And my sheep got blocked, but I don't need sheep anymore, so that's good. I just need a 6 to be rolled, and I have a settlement. Alright, so there's an 8. I'm not on 8s this game, so... So I do think orange might... Has an 11 been rolled so far? Yeah, there's been one 11, so he does have a sheep in there somewhere. Oh, excellent, a 6. I don't have to make any crazy trades. Just build this settlement right off the bat, and we're good. So far, I think I'm going through the early game pretty well. I'm keeping on pace with orange and gray. Keeping on pace with gray is pretty important because of how fast he can get through the early game. I'm not getting attacked by the robbers, so people are underestimating my placements. I look one turn already, and look how many cards I already have. This is the power of number diversity and having the 6. A 4, one number I don't have. So now I need to consider where I'm building my roads for longest road. Gray has his road pointing this way. He can't build anywhere else down here. So he's going to be building up here somewhere. He might, I don't know, the ore port doesn't make much sense. He's going to probably branch all around, probably not going to go for longest road. So I think I'm safe to build up this way. I get onto the 5 sheep. However, if I build over on this other side, if I can get a clay, I can quickly build a settlement. I would prefer that. No, can't do that. Okay, so I'll build a road, and then I think I'll double up on the wheat. Is that smart to do? Oh man, I just don't know. Build over here, double up on the wheat, and then that'll be a big target. Yeah, let's build it. Get a dev card. Got a knight, excellent. You know, there is also some potential that I could build the road here. So I might try to do that. I think orange recognizes that I'm really far ahead, and he's targeting me. Or at least I'm in a really good spot, not so much far ahead, just my scaling mid game and late game might be better than gray and red. And I'm just getting so many cards all the time. You know, building to this 5, you know, I get another number, but I don't know how much the sheep is going to be worth it to me. Like, I'm not building to any port that matters. At least here, you know, I have options to go up or down. It is on the desert, but like, will two ores make a difference? We're gonna go after, well, his wheat is pretty useless to go after. We're gonna go after his logs. And we get a sheep. Okay, so we can build a settlement. I have to roll first, sorry. Okay. So build the settlement here. And then where to build this road? Maybe I go and take this 5. I don't necessarily want to get longest road too soon. I don't know, maybe this road should have been built down here, but then I'm kind of showing to red that he needs to block me. So I'm not too sure exactly with how that. I need to think about that more, because at the moment I'm tunnel visioning on building a settlement here for the 5 and 2. So that if the 2 ever does get rolled, you know, that's the one time it'll ever get rolled, but the 5 will be pretty beneficial as well, because I have the 3 for 1 port. just building 4 roads here, that's like could be 2 settlements, or at least 1 settlement in my current position. What's the robber? I really don't want to take it off of that, but yeah, I'm being pretty abusive towards orange, so I need to stop doing this eventually. Alright, so that's why you don't put the robber on the guy right beside you, because now I'm going to have the robber on me for 3 rolls at minimum. So I think orange really wants to build that settlement, and he needs a card to get it, so I think that's why he was causing pause there, or he was just trying to think about which resource I'm on that hurts me the most. What hurts me the most is definitely the wheat, but he chose the log. I don't know. I think once someone has 4 settlements, blocking their log or clay, unless they have a port or like clay's like, or one of them's like really worth a lot of money in this game, you should transition to the clay and the ore that the person has. Okay, Gray building his 4th settlement. So now with Gray having this, it actually doesn't concern me too much. Okay, an 8. Alright, so no one wants to trade. Maybe I could trade this for a log. I'm just curious what people's priorities are at the moment. Gray might actually want this traded. Yeah. Okay, a 3. Getting this many sheep is always good. Trading in 3 for 1. Like, sheep is the best stuff to trade in 2 or 3 for 1 in the mid game or early game. Alright, so red's going to build a city. I think pretty much that's all red can do is buy def cards in cities. They shouldn't be trying to expand or go anywhere. Like, they literally can't. So they're going to be stuck on 2 bases. Actually, I think red maybe they should be trying to build here. Because trying to win with 2 cities, it's very hard. Like, yeah, and okay, so Gray recognizes that wheat is actually my biggest resource to steal from or block, but maybe it's just because this was blocked too. Yeah, if Gray gets longest road, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Oh, the 12 coming in clutch. This building settlement here has completely redeemed itself now. And this 11 is getting rolled quite a bit, but my ores are getting stolen, which is very sad. Oh, my 6. Who's this? Red? Okay, red, I will trade you that. Because I don't know where you're going to use that. I don't know where you can build. You can build here, but you don't have enough cards to beat me here. Okay, so they're going to commit to building out that way. So I should be able to get longest road. Okay, so Gray rolled a 7. I'm going to get targeted. Hopefully he steals a sheep or an ore. It's going to be very... Oh, he steals the clay. Oh, it's so bad. Hoping for a 5. Oh, it's an 8. Okay, well... I think if I can get a dev card, that's ideal. Only orange would trade me this. I don't think anyone else would want to bother trading this. But orange also needs his wheat to trade 3 for 1, so... I don't think orange is going to trade this. Which means I'm stuck with all these cards in my hand once again. These trades, like if red or gray offered to trade, I wouldn't take them. It would only be orange that I wanted. Okay. I mean, I can build a road. I don't want to take longest road though. I can get a wheat. No, I think I just hold these cards in my hand. Because if I trade anything in, then it's more likely the ore gets stolen away. Okay, that I get some wheat. A knight's coming out, it's going to get put on my 6. I think he should have put that on my 6 originally. I lose a wheat, very unlucky. Okay, at least a 5 gets rolled, so I can build the settlement. No dev cards on gray. Hopefully he doesn't roll. Hopefully gray doesn't roll a 7. Hopefully I don't get a lot of cards, and then I roll a 7. 6, so 2 logs. So I'm past the 8 threshold. So no matter what happens, I can build a settlement on my next turn. Gray takes longest road. Red has left the game. I mean, their initial placement here, kind of iffy. But then they just got trapped in by everyone else, so they were kind of a dead player. They weren't really going to have much effect on the rest of the game. I think they have the right idea. They need to build out, but building this way is the wrong way. Because you're going to get blocked off very soon by orange. I think they had a better chance. I think very early on they needed to realize that they need to build right here. So scrap this city, scrap this road, put this road, you know, this way originally. You have to be able to protect that. Then he probably could have had a settlement. 2 logs for clay. No. I don't want to help gray out at all right now. Of course, the 7's rolled. Okay, so think that's most ideal. Yep. Oh, sorry, that's where I gotta put it first. So I do not like gray having this much control over the game, especially since he has 6 points. Alright, I steal a log. Build a settlement. Alright. That's about it. So gray is going to target me because he knows if I take longest road, he has no chance of winning this game. That's a 3. Good for me. Good for gray a little bit as well. Does gray have an 11? No, he doesn't. So I want those 11s to keep rolling. I want those 6s to keep rolling. So I'm at 5 settlements now. I now have to really tunnel in on my win conditions, which are longest road, or largest army. Largest army, I don't know if I can contest orange for it just yet. But I definitely want to secure longest road, so I'm gonna build, you know, 2 roads here right off the bat. And even if I get blocked by red here, doesn't matter too much. Because gray is very limited in what longest road he can build, so I also find that he'll have a very hard time getting dev cards until he cities up on this ore. But even then, it's, I don't know, it's pretty rough. Like, it's a 4 wheat and a 5 sheep, a 3 sheep. It's a 9, so that's a sheep. I can do this. Gray, I don't want to trade you. Okay. So, would anyone do this? Am I abusing the bot by making this trade? I don't know. I think it's a trade that only benefits me. It's really bad for anyone else to make, so I think that makes sense. So now I'm a super big target for everyone. I don't necessarily need to build the final road here. I do need to build the road that's here though. So red making a lot of crazy trades. Gray's gonna roll a 9. Okay. So I've put Gray in a really bad spot without him being able to get longest road. He's still trying to go for it, but I think he's just trying to build a settlement right now. I'm gonna say, like, I think Orange kind of knows what's going on in this game, but the placement that he made over here was like really, I think it was just a blunder that he was just kind of like, he didn't know what to think. Gray made the best of a pretty bad situation. I just think if someone beats him in longest road when he has the 8 road dream, it's a pretty bad scenario. So I think he needs to be more aware of settlement placements. But I can definitely still lose. Because like Orange, he can just, I don't know, like, I just feel like people can get dev cards and cities, and if they all 3 of them are attacking me with robbers and 7s, then it's a very scary game. Alright, so 10 gets rolled. I don't have a 10. You know, I will get targeted no matter what if people roll 7 or a knight. So I do need to spend my cards. Do I try to trade them or do I just build a road? I think I just build the road. And then I really don't have to worry about this one spot. I don't see red or orange putting in 3 roads to block me here. So it's just kind of like a safe little thing I can do if, you know, Gray tries to get sneaky with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 roads. I can just take it away from them immediately. So I can potentially save the clay and log and trade them in 3 for 1 or something without ever actually having to use them. But I do need to get cities and dev cards. That is for sure. I need to castle or city this place right here. Again, red puts it on my 6. The wheat is what should be targeted. Alright, so gray gets 2 roads. Means he can tie me for longest road, but he should just build a settlement. I'm really happy that I blocked this clay port indirectly, unintentionally as well. Okay. That's a 6. That's pretty good. Okay, so I can buy a dev card. 3 wheat in for a dev card, or trade a wheat for 2. No player wants to trade. Yeah, so I think this is the unlucky part of this scenario that I'm in, is that I just have to buy dev cards. I can't really save up for a city. Monopoly is a perfect card to get at this moment in time. Alright, time to do what I should have already been doing and pay attention to the rolls and what everyone gets. Okay, so 2 sheep and a log. I don't need clay anymore. Don't need that, don't need that. Basically, if a 10 gets rolled, I'm going to get a lot of ore. There is still quite a bit of sheep out there, but trading sheep 3 for 1, I'd rather steal a card that I use to build something instead of trading everything in. So I won't trade grade, but if red needs these logs, but I don't think the AI can recognize that type of play here. It's also really good. I didn't realize that I'm the only one on 6 this game. So an 8, clays and logs all around. So there's 4 clay out there. You know, this Monopoly card, it might just be saved till a 10 is rolled. And then if the timing's right, it's a free city. Six again? Okay, this is only benefiting me because I'm the only one with stuff on 6. So whenever a 6 is rolled, I pull ahead really far. It's not too bad. I gotta get rid of 5 cards. So yeah, I will be able to buy at least 1 dev card next turn. What really matters is if any ore is rolled next turn. Even if an 11 is rolled, would I do it? No, probably not. Okay, Gray's realizing that he can contest me for longest road up here. Okay. Puts him at 7, but I'll take that right back. Okay, a 6 again. Oh man. I can use the Monopoly to get brick, because I know there's 2 brick on the road, but do I need 2 brick? I really think I should save. Okay, so I'll just trade this in for clay. Take longest road back. He can't contest me anymore for it, so that's over and done with. I don't have to worry about him, you know, surprising me and winning. I would like to build a city, and buying dev cards is, you know, pretty scary, but I think this is just the only choice I can make. Alright, I get a knight. I don't think anyone should trade me this log for an ore. Yeah, okay. Because if they had, then I should have done that originally, but I was pretty confident no one's going to do that. Alright, lots of clay and log out on the map. I don't think the log and clay actually benefit anyone anymore. Ooh, steals the wheat. So to prevent... Do I even bother with Gray anymore? Is Gray just dead in this game? Hey, this is why we get a knight and we don't save for a city. Is this going back on this 6 and I'm losing one of these things? Oh, it went on the 9 for the sheep? I guess it's because the 11 is too rare, so who cares about it? Um, yeah, so I think I'm really not too concerned about Gray until he cities these settlements. I was scared if he had the longest road and one city, like that's pretty terrifying. Now I'm a little bit more afraid of what, I don't know if it's between Gray or Red who I'm more afraid. I think Red is kind of dead, so Red's kind of out of the picture. Gray I think has the best chance actually to come out on top. Now, do I care about this 9 being on me? I think I do. I think Gray is the biggest threat. He has the log port. But if I block his wheat, that's his only source of wheat, and I block orange. I don't believe a 10 was rolled. Nothing's really been rolled that I need. Orange might have a wheat. No, I get another log. That's very depressing. Sevens are really bad to be rolled this much when you have a Monopoly card. I think anything else I put on orange doesn't really matter, so it has to be gray. I get a clay, but there's no reason for me to use these cards. Like I could use them to build a road, but no one can contest me right now for longest road. So I should just save these cards and use them to trade in. Big plays from Red, buying a whole bunch of cards. I think with what the AI prioritizes and the current situation that Red finds itself in, I don't think the AI can figure out that it needs to build roads here to have any chance of winning this game. They can't sit here and just keep buying dev cards and, you know, get 5 victory point cards. Maybe they can, who knows. Alright, another 7's gonna get rolled. I really wish 7's would stop getting rolled because everything I need is dependent on 7's not being rolled. And this is the infamous, you know, you can get to 7 points with the road strategy. You know, you get your all 5 settlements, you get the longest road. Why does he want this? I mean, I'll make the trade, but he shouldn't trade me. Because I don't know if he realizes he can't take longest road from me. He's got all the settlements, unless he's using them to trade, but which he is, so maybe he can do that to get a city. Oh, he had a year of plenty. Wait. If he had a year of plenty... Okay. Okay, a 5. It's 1 clay and a sheep. Alright. Now, how much sheep? What does orange have? This is a interesting dilemma. I think I should use this Monopoly card to get brick, and then I can buy a dev card, but then that's kind of weak to... Why would you use Monopoly for that purpose? If I get a knight from it though, there is 1 brick out there. There's at least 2 brick out there. Or do I just take the wheat that I know is sitting out there? Okay, that works. Okay, do I trade this for anything? No, I just keep it all in my hand. So, providing I got a knight using that Monopoly card, I think that was the most ideal condition. If I got a victory point card, that was okay. If I got a road building card, that was pretty bad. If I got another Monopoly card, that's whatever. But the knight was the key thing because now I will secure largest army, which is a very big deal. Because then, as you can see, it puts me at 9 points. I just need to build a city to win the game. Oh, I need ore, but no one has ore. Gray has a grain. Okay, so I need to get grain. It doesn't matter if I get sheep or grain, so I'm gonna steal this guy. Oh, I get a brick. Okay, I roll a 6, so I get 2 more wheat, and I get sheep. I can build a city now, and that's it. Alright, so it all worked out. Excellent. So yeah, I'll just look. So everyone was below 1150. These two guys they were okay. But red, yeah. So somewhat lower skill players, but I mean it's Catan universe. Definitely, there's definitely a big difference between the ELO I am at and like 1,000 ELO players. Even like 1,100 ELO players, it seems like they make more mistakes than people that are 1150 make. Seems like between 1150 and 1200, there's a big crunch of players that are just like, you know, there's a really big skill gap there, but there's a whole bunch of us here. It's like a really big bottleneck. So anyways, talking about this game, I mean, I went the road development card strategy. So with the road, you know, you have to get longest road. You have to have 5 settlements. That's how you get 7 points. And then those last 3 points is why the road strategy people don't like doing, because those last 3 points can be very annoying to get. If you buy dev cards, you may not get enough knights in time compared to people that are going knight in cities. Like by the time you start buying dev cards, they might already have largest army, and then you have to focus on cities, but then you have to keep so many cards in your hand that if you're even close to winning, you'll lose all those cards in your hand. But unfortunately for me, you know, I kept buying dev cards. I think when you're going longest road and you're playing the road strategy, getting green development cards are actually very crucial because they allow you to make plays when you get the right set of cards in your hand. As for me, I had the Monopoly card in my hand. I knew I just needed to get one knight, and if I got the knight, I would have largest army and I'd be 1 point away from winning. So that's, you know, that was the key to success. Red's placements in the end turned out to be really bad. They got blocked in, they couldn't build any more settlements. If you can't build a 3rd settlement, you're looking at getting 5 development cards, you know, like largest army, 3 victory point cards. It's gonna be very tough for you to win. Gray, I liked that he had the double 8s. I think maybe he had enough resources that maybe he should have blocked me here, blocked me off, so I couldn't have longest road, and then he could take longest road from me up here instead. Maybe that's what he should have realized, but I do think his placements were subpar for like I don't think this works when you don't have wheat, right? Like no wheat means defeat. He got wheat later on, but I think it's a little too late. I think having the 5-10 combination with another strong wheat is what's kind of required. I don't even know if a 10 got ruled at all this game. I guess I can't see it anymore. Oh, I guess I can see it over here. Where 10's rolled? 10 was rolled 3 times. Alright. Yeah, so orange on the other hand, if he hadn't built over here, because he originally placed down here, so he needed ore and sheep. Well, he's not going to get ore, but where's the best sheep? Right here. He gets a little bit of ore, and he gets a sheep. 2 may or may not be rolled. Like, who knows if it'll be rolled or not, but at least he'll get the sheep, and he'll be able to expand more easily. Because when he was over here, this 11, I mean 11's get rolled a lot, but like he got 5 settlements, but nothing else. So I don't know, maybe he should have gone here, maybe this was the better spot. Maybe building here, like the 3, 6, 11 would have been better. Because the 6 just gives you so much more than the 3 and 4. 3 and 6 is better than 3 and 4. And then you can build onto the port here and get the 4-11. So your settlements are more efficient. Maybe that efficiency could have let him get a city or something quicker. He also did have a lot of dev cards. But yeah, like red was out of the picture. My road strategy worked pretty well. And yeah, it wasn't even a close game. 10, 7, 5, and 4. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.